Is Johnny Gargano leaving WWE? Plus, we had a big return and new signing at AEW Dynamite, and a former WCW star has made their AEW debut. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Here come the men in black. Johnny Gargano could be away from WWE. That's the speculation this morning.
That's what everybody's kind of speculating on. Things are getting a bit interesting involving his social media. Am I right, Tom?
So, sometime over the last couple of days, read into this what you will. We certainly will. Johnny Gargano has removed any references to NXT from his social media bios and added in the naughty word that WWE, the WWE, do not like.
Is it the W word?
It is the W word, sometimes preceded by a P word.
Oh, no.
Pro wrestler.
Oh,
naughty boy. He added the word pro wrestler in there as well.
Vince is going to be fuming.
Now, there may have been a crossover where he had pro wrestler in there initially, but the big part of this being that NXT has been removed from his bios. And as well as that, he showed a nice photo of his trophy cabinet, which featured Candice LeRae's NXT Women's Tag Team title in there as well. And he's put in the caption, "What's next?"
I think what's next for Johnny Gargano is a main roster run.
Oh, see, this is it, because we're not just thinking, is he leaving WWE?
It's more like, is he leaving NXT altogether? Is he leaving WWE altogether? Is he leaving NXT? Could it be, could he be going to like a partner company for a little bit? Maybe they've got their own little door they're about to open, or he's just going to the main roster. I think he's just going to the main roster.
Which main roster would you see him sit on?
SmackDown, more entertaining.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? How still, even though they've moved the roster around so much, and
there's no question, you'd rather be on SmackDown regardless.
Yeah, but that's it, because historically SmackDown has been the work rate show, hasn't it?
Yeah, and
even now,
it's shorter, it's more to the point. It is often more entertaining than Raw, and it's nowhere near as much of a slog. And the athletic side of wrestling seems to flourish that little bit more on the blue brand.
It's that 1 extra hour in it as well that makes
Or he's going to
difference.
AEW and everything's about to go mental.
Definitely going to AEW.
I can see him in many places, but I think before he goes anywhere else, I see him on the SmackDown roster.
I tell you where I see Hangman Page. At top of a ladder, holding up a big chip.
Last night,
baby. So the Joker for the casino ladder match turned out to be Hangman Adam Page, making a welcome return. His caption on his on-screen card said, "Finally showed up to work." Him and Moxie had a nice little finish to the casino battle royale, the casino ladder match. Yeah. So the casino battle royale is something very different. The casino ladder match, and Hangman's now top contender.
Yeah, we've been building to this for quite some time, and I still think there's going to be a bit of build to go. Just going to be quite a bit left to do, I think. I don't think we're going to get straight there. But this is it. We're finally lining up all of the crosshairs. And then one day soon, they might actually pull the trigger.
Do it next year. Let's wait a little longer. No rush.
This is it. Yeah, it could be, it could be a big, long wait. We could maybe do with that. Get good build to it and really sell those pay-per-views. Sometimes
you have a match that's tapas and it's lots of little bits. Yeah. Sometimes you have a match which is fast food where it's just junk for the eyes. It's lovely. This is a piece of pork in a slow cooker. And I
was going to compare it more to an elegant, steak.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would say put a steak in a slow cooker, but dry it right out.
It just takes so long to get it just right. It doesn't, once you get there, once you're ready to cook it, it doesn't take that long at all. But the knowledge it takes to get there.
Okay, well, food analogies aside, it's happening. It's going to be a thing. I'm up for this. Also, last night on Dynamite, we had ourselves a new signing to AEW. Bobby Fish is on the books. Now, he had the match against Sammy Guevara for the TNT title. Yep. Didn't win the whole thing, but soon afterwards on the socials it was announced that Bobby is All Elite. He's recently signed with Major League Wrestling, though.
Well, there's possibilities to work in multiple companies with AEW, isn't there? So it could just be part of what we see moving forward is that people may sign to a couple of promotions.
And you know what? MLW is one of those promotions that I haven't really seen do much with regards to Forbidden Door activity.
Yeah, so, we could be about to blow that Forbidden Door open, or it could be more of a, just a side-by-side relationship where maybe as long as you're not working conflicting dates, then it's all good. You need to make sure you're free for this, and this. But go nuts.
Would you do anything with Bobby Fish and Adam Cole being in the same place at the same time? Or are they on different journeys now?
I think they're on different journeys now, but I think we're going to probably end up seeing some sort of interaction between them.
Yeah, I think it'd be foolish to not have a little bit.
But AEW kind of exists with its own little spheres, doesn't it? Like, everybody's kind of in their own little sphere within AEW, so there's no real reason for them, outside of the fact they used to be in the same stable, there's no real reason for them to interact so far on TV.
Yeah, they're like ex-partners, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just like they're a couple that's broken up, but they're just doing their own thing. I get that. Speaking of MLW, Court Bauer led the Fightland media call last night. He actually revealed that they've been in touch with Bo Dallas and Braun Strowman.
Ooh.
Bo Dallas has said, "I'm all right for a bit. I'm just farming and I'm quite happy." They couldn't quite come to terms with Braun, but there were talks. But they're very picky and choosy about who they bring into MLW.
Yeah, and they really try, from everything kind of the outside looking in, it really does feel like they try and get everything to just sort of fit. They don't want to hire people unnecessarily. They want to make sure they've got something for everybody. It just feels like they properly pour over their creative and they properly, get it ironed out.
Yeah, there's a real long-term booking ethos that runs within MLW, which makes it a really fun promotion to follow. But Braun Strowman not a part of that, at least for the time being. We are, of course, talking about Braun Strowman, the former greatest Royal Rumble champion. Actually, still reigning greatest Royal Rumble champion. Never lost the belt.
We've never seen that belt in quite some time either. Where is it, Braun?
Yeah, Braun.
Where is it, Braun?
Please turn up and defend it at Impact. Begging you. There was, of course, the belt that he won in Saudi Arabia, where WWE are off this month. Pat McAfee had some comments about whether or not he's going to be a part of it.
Yeah, so he was speaking on his radio show when he mentioned they're heading over there. I wasn't invited. Good luck. I'm not supposed to be part of that. I'm happy I'm not going, or whatever. The show, everyone says it's insane over there. It's awesome until they get stuck there, and then I got to call Buffalo SmackDown. So
SmackDown.
It's kind of. I think this might be. It's a smart thing. You can't take everybody on these trips. One, they're grossly expensive to fly people out. Even if you are chartering planes, you need every last available seat because. If we don't need that extra commentator, we can bring somebody else who can handle this, or somebody else who can handle that, or a lighting specialist, or whatever. But at the same time, it does give them that element of safety. Because if something was to happen again where they don't quite get out of the country, weather can be a factor. We've seen things like the volcano slowing WWE down and kind of keeping everything grounded. It does mean you've got somebody there back in the States who can probably solo call a show if called upon to do so, but I imagine they will have people ready to go just in case.
Braun Breaker to headline SmackDown that Friday.
I'd be all for that. Can you imagine an NXT helmed SmackDown?
Yeah. Although this time they'd all rock up on SmackDown, everybody on SmackDown go, "Who are they?" And the NXT fans would go, "I don't know either." Nobody knows. Also, let's
Give it time.
Let them breathe.
Yeah.
I like cousin Nikki currently in NXT 2.0. Really? Hey, I'm walking here. Brilliant. I'm Tony Stereotype. I love it. There was one other debut that nearly got forgotten about in the midst of all the wrestling news this morning, but Sam, we're not going to let this one slide.
No, we're not. We are not. Former WCW Hardcore Champion Crowbar worked last night's Dark Elevation taping prior to AEW going live for Dynamite, and he wrestled Joey Janela. This is nice.
Crowbar and Devon Storm back in the mix. He went on Facebook and said, 20 years after WCW, dare to dream, dare to be stupid, ignore the naysayers, pursue what you love. Thank you to everyone at AEW who made this possible. #timeless. He put an extra S, which suggests he might become a snake.
Yeah, maybe he is becoming a snake. Maybe that's his new gimmick.
Snake.
Maybe we're going to have a wrestling snake to wrestle our wrestling dinosaur.
Seems oh my God, yes! Do it, you cowards! It seems appropriate that we talk about WCW because it gives us a chance to plug our project.
Yeah.
Our silly little thing. Cultaholic Classic Nitro review returns with a watch-along of Fall Brawl 1995.
Yeah!
Yes! Team Hogan versus the Dungeon of Doom in War Games. Shoot that in my veins.
So right now we're like here in WCW, and then by next year we're going to be like here, and then the year after we're going to be like here, and then about halfway through the year after we're going to be like here. And then it's only going to get worse from there.
Stay tuned for partial excitement.
Little, but then that's all you'll see. These 2 little spots, and then boom, gone.
I can't wait. It's on the podcast feed, and it'll be on Patreon if you want to watch us watching, you perverts. Stay safe. More news as we get it later on. Love you. Bye.